I have finished my last client meeting for the day, and we are off from South Pacific today, and it is Bachelor Monday, which means the Bedhead Bachelor will be coming at you soon. This will be the night that Colton jumps the fence, and we start the episode with Colton talking to Chris Harrison about the fantasy suites right after he sent Kaylin home last night and last week. By the way, I know I'm starting this way earlier, but I'm going to be breaking the episode up into chunks, but I want to get a move on, so I'm not starting it at midnight. Colton says if he's in love with someone, he could see losing his virginity to them in the fantasy suite. I'm calling a bluff. I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to Portugal, folks. I've never been to Portugal. Have you ever been to Portugal? I don't know. Looks beautiful. Let's see what happens. So upon arrival in Portugal, we get interviews with Tayshia in this beautiful sun-soaked area. She looks great. And then we have Cassie, windblown. Not a good look for your hair, Cassie. On a cloudy day, like in a marina. Like, where are you? Back to sunny days for Hannah G. And since it was cloudy for Cassie, she's probably going to win, which is so boring. But maybe Hannah G will be the next Bachelorette. I would not hate that. I don't think it'll be Tayshia. But I'm a Hannah G fan. I always forget she's only 23. I like her. I like a lot of what Colton wears, but the shacket, I will say, that he's wearing, I don't know, it's blue and white, thank goodness, but it's a little much for this first day over the t-shirt. Like, I kind of want to try it on, but I'm kind of scared for him. Who wrinkled Colton's bed before he got to his room? Fire that maid. I'm not gonna lie, Colton's room looks small in this place, and it looks like it's overlooking the Animal Kingdom Lodge in Disney, where you're like overlooking all that. I'm a little like for him. I don't know. Dear producers/editors, I'm sick of girls jumping into his arms. We get it. They can jump. He can catch them. We get it. She's wearing Taysia's first, and she's wearing a black leather jacket like draped on her shoulders. If it's cool out, just put your arms through the holes. And Colton's scarf is out, and now it's in. What's the deal? Now, I did not know that Southwest Airlines made helicopters, but you had better believe that this helicopter is red and yellow and blue. Can you see it? That is a Southwest helicopter, my friends. They make a joke about Portugal exporting olive oil, and he's like, extra virgin though, and Tayshia's like, that's how I like them. Good luck to this helicopter landing on the corner of this tiny cliff. I do not need another preview during the episode of what's next coming on the episode, but I do think if Colton were to be like, Tayshia, you're the one, which she's not going to be because it's the first date, she'd be like, let's get it on. They're setting this up like he's going to sleep with Tayshia. He's not. Like, the virgin is not going to sleep with Tayshia and then be like, I guess I should sleep with Hannah and Cassie. Like, I can't imagine this happening. Like, dear producers, the jig is up. So the night part of the date with Tayshia starts a little awkward, but they get into this really, like, decent, intimate conversation, and she says that a year and a half into her marriage, because she's divorced, her husband cheated on her. I'm like, who would cheat on her? And he was also the first person she ever had sex with. Like, so interesting. I gotta tell you, as I eat my salad from Panera that I bought at, like, noon today and kind of just forgot and grazed throughout the day, Colton says to her, at the end of it, if it is us. And he's being honest, but, like, if it is us. Ooh, rough words. This fantasy suite card from Chris Harrison looks like it was written by a 15-year-old girl with really careful handwriting. I mean, come on, Chris, can't you at least write the darn cards yourselves? What else are you doing all day? The game show timer building music as they kiss before they walk to the fantasy suite is just awful. I cannot imagine that he sleeps with this girl in the fantasy suite. Like, I just, under no circumstances. Who actually thinks that's going to happen? I don't know if Colton's going to wake up a virgin tomorrow. I know, Tayshia. Yes, he is. How could he possibly justify it if he doesn't? ABC, if he sleeps with her, I don't even know what to do. Now, what associate producer or PA shook up that bottle of champagne before he popped it while it was in his lap and he sprayed everywhere? Imagery? I think so. I feel like they're playing like the Carmen suite in the background, like Malagueña. That's pretty much what it sounds like. So here we are at the next morning. Colton looks giddy. Tayshia looks unsatisfied. So I think that, like, she put her hands on him and he got all like, woohoo, and it was over quickly and they didn't actually have sex. That's just what I think. And just like I thought, she says that they didn't have the physical intimacy that she wanted, but she got to see him for who he truly is. And I'm like, she about to dump you? Maybe. I don't know. So they say goodbye. It's not really emotional. She's in these really cool gold, like lame harem PJ pants, but a tank top, and he's in a hoodie. And yesterday they both had leather jackets on. What the heck is the temperature in Portugal? But I just think this is really bad. I do not think this morning was a good one. I do not think this was good, not even by TV standards. I do not think things are in a good place right now. Y'all, I'm taking breaks throughout the episode tonight to get other stuff done, so sorry if you're waiting for what I might say next. So now we're going to Cassie's date, which looks like it's about to be a doozy, and also Colton's wearing the same like gray, white, blue chambray kind of shirt. He wore it in a previous episode. It looks way more wrinkled now, and I wish I had it because I love that shirt, and I DM'd him and he didn't respond about where he got it. Also, they keep showing the golf course. Stop making it look like a resort. Make it look more exotic. He just said, I want to be in love with Cassie. I want to get there. Boy, you're going to pick her, aren't you? And they're going to make it look so bad for the next 2 weeks, and then you're going to pick her, and we're all going to be like, oh. Somebody is eating on The Bachelor. I repeat, someone is eating on The Bachelor. Colton and Cassie are at a sidewalk cafe. They are eating food. Now they're in like a Portuguese five and dime. No offense to the five and dime, but I mean, you're in Portugal, like, hello. Looking at like bad mismatched PJ pants. Like, what? Again, with the here's what's coming next. I don't care. They've set up Cassie, this beautiful thing. Colton's like, I love her. I know it point blank. This night could change my life. Blah, blah, blah. Commercial break. It's about to go down. So Colton's now been on dates with 2 different girls and has said to 2 different girls, if we get there. Again, the honesty is great, but my crazy brain would be on high alert for words like that. You know, I was going to go down to the studio and practice my South Pacific stuff because it's like 10:30. But I say I wait an hour and finish up this recap. How about you? Because Cassie's like surprised that Colton's dad, or her dad didn't give Colton the blessing, and now she's wondering why she didn't know. And the music is very ominous. It's like, bum, 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 bum. Why didn't you tell me, Colton, that my dad didn't give you the blessing? This is another reason I moved on to my Haribo gummy bears, by the way. You should see the bag I bought for Tech at South Pacific. Ooh, Lord, it's large. But this is another this doesn't mean anything. This is why it's going to be Cassie, because they're just setting it up. Because the thing is, just like Ben Higgins did, like Colton didn't get the blessing. So he'll call the day he wants to propose and do it. Like this, and she's like, oh, this is like such a big issue. Like, why? He doesn't have to give it that day. He can give it later. Why? I am already so over this fake BS dad's blessing storyline and the single tear running down Cassie's cheek. Are you freaking kidding me that Cassie's dad in Portugal? What, did she call home and be like, Daddy, like, I don't know, like, Colton, you didn't give him his blessing, so can you fly 8 bazillion hours to get here? And they held up the episode? What the heck? Cassie's dad, hate you, and wondering, like, even though I don't want her to win, you're here. And he's like, I came here because I have a concern. Ever heard of a phone? Ever heard of FaceTime? Is there no Wi-Fi in Portugal? She sounds like she's 16 years old when she's talking to her dad. And if she finishes second or third in this competition and becomes the Bachelorette, I might just not watch. There would be no recaps. Which, by the way, I'm not doing a recap of the Women Tell All tomorrow. I might do like a short video, but not a big one. You know, Cassie's dad is giving her all this, like, when you know your soulmate, you'll know. You shouldn't have all these doubts and hesitations. Well, for the same reason that you wouldn't give Colton your blessing because it was not enough time, maybe it's not enough time for her to know if it's her soulmate. Like, don't give a double standard. If you have this much influence over your 23-year-old daughter that you would fly across the world to, like, take her back from this, then why didn't you influence her not to go on the show to begin with? Like, you clearly don't want her there. Thank you, next. Where is Hannah G? Thank you, next. Oh, Cassie, your dad and mom never doubted it with each other. Well, how long did they get engaged after they met? That's what I'd like to know. If we're comparing apples to oranges, let's get an answer on that. I don't like your family, and none of your hair is nice. Cassie's dad just says, I don't want to dictate at all what you do. You're a liar and a life ruiner. Dear Cassie's dad, did you bring the whole family on a vacation to Portugal that ABC paid for? Did you tie this onto a work trip? Like, what? So now she says that she has to send herself home after the commercial break. She comes back, she's like, I have to send myself home tonight. I just hope I can go through with it. Girl, I'll take care of you. I'll put you on a plane right now. I'll tell Colton myself and I will console him. And now into the camera before he sees her, he's like, Cass is the one. Outside of this, I can see this all working. Like, this is just, like, it's like a train wreck, and I'm here for it, I guess, apparently. Even if she can't go through with it, like, now everybody has seen this. And now, did you pick Hannah G? Did you pick Tayshia? Because now you've said, Cassie's the one, I want to be with her on television. What the freak? She literally just used the phrase, today was perfect for the date. And now you're going to dump him. This ought to be real good. Are we not even going to get to Hannah G? I really like Hannah G. Are we not going to get to her tonight? She doesn't even look him in the eye when she goes, yeah, my dad actually showed up at my hotel room earlier today. She's not looking him in the eye. And he, I think, is trying to stay calm. Unless he knew, somebody gave him a heads up. Well, assistant producer there, I don't know. So now Colton looks like he's literally about to, like, throw up. She hasn't even said it yet, but she's just going to the part about doubts. And he's just, like, blinking and trying not to react. Cassie now says that today was perfect for the second and third times. And Colton's like, well, yeah, like, but if I'm not with the person, like, at the end. And she's like, but I do want that for you. You're confusing him. She just said, and I love you so much, like so much, but I couldn't after today. I'm not, like, in love. Verbatim, that's what she said. That's what she said. And I don't even want to unpause the episode because I'm so scared about what might happen next. If she, like, leaves in this episode and comes back in, like, a week or two, if there's even that much time left, I will be so pissed off. Where are my friends who thought he'd be losing it to Kaylin? Right here, this guy, what on earth, not this tragic hair mess. Where's Kaylin? So Colton says, like, can I ask something? Were you planning on leaving tonight? And she's like, yeah. But it's not because I don't love you, don't care about you. And then boom, she gets up and, like, walks away. Like, what the heck? One of the best pieces I've ever gotten from my dear, dear Liz Ragazzo. Ugh, the lighting. When you don't know what to do, don't do anything at all. You make an emotional decision, can't walk back from it. Too many people do that. I mean, he's working her decently hard to stay. He looked her in the eye and was like, did you already make a decision? And, you know, I don't want to lose you. And, like, can we go sit back down? I mean, I don't know, he's fighting for it. Holy cow, the skirt of her silver threaded sweater dress off the shoulder romper thing is tight. Ooh, girl. I just don't know how he's going to walk back from this. He literally just said, it's not easy, you know, going on other dates with other women when all I can do is think about you. Like, if I were Hannah G, I'd be like, shop, plane, bye. Colton said, you're putting a 2-week timeline on the rest of your life, and that's not fair to do. That's very true. Colton is the smartest one out of everybody right now. Unlike Rachel Lindsay, who was like, give me that ring. Like, this is so much, like, he's making so much sense, and she's just paranoid. He told her he was in love with her. He said, I care about you. I'm in love with you. I want you to be here at the end, engagement or not. Mayday, Mayday, Tayshia, Hannah G, Mayday. Colton is shaking, and this is just all bringing up a lot of ex-boyfriend PTSD from a year and a half ago. Like, this is just like, these are not fun conversations to have. This is just not good. This is just, ugh. She just said, Colton, I can't do this. And he said, I don't care if you're about to leave. I'm not going to stop fighting for you. Boy has some strong feelings. I want him to yell and scream at her, and they're walking across the grass in just silence. He says, I want what's best for you. And she goes, I want what's best for you. I want you to be with someone who's so insanely in love with you. It makes you so happy. And his face is like, that could have been you, but it's not. Get out of here. She's going to come back next week, and I'm going to break my TV. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Honestly, at this point, I'm waiting for her dad to jump out of the car with a big sign that says, welcome home, Cassie. So Colton goes into his room, closes the door, and says, F all of this, and comes out of his room and pushes a camera out of his way, and we're finally about to see him jump the fence, which, of course, was going to happen at the end of the episode, so they would go to break after that. I don't know if any of this is real, but we hear somebody get Chris. Colton throws his mic belt off. Ooh, I got to get my mic belt for rehearsal tomorrow. Somebody said, somebody get Chris. I don't know if that was edited in later or not. He's walking, he's throwing things, he's breaking things. He's walking, but like, dude, you're in Portugal. Where are you going? Like, where are you going to go? It's Portugal at night, probably 3 a.m. Where the heck are you going? Dude, that fence jump was impressive. And it's like a fence with a gate, and there's cameras there, like the show cameras. And Chris Harrison goes, dude, he just jumped the effing fence. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You got dogs barking, this electronic gate opening. Oh! It is like literally pitch black, and this just reminds me of walking home in the middle of the night from a hotel. Kayla and I were visiting a friend at a hotel to our Airbnb in Santorini. It was terrifying. Maybe I will have to do a short update on the Women Tell All. It looks like it's intense, and I already have thoughts about Colton's hair, shave level, and tie. So I already have those thoughts. Maybe I should do a video for tomorrow. Okay, so next week, in a weird way, this is in my favor. Monday and Tuesday will be the season finale, and Tuesday, it's in between show weeks. I can be here. I can be home. I can watch it. I can update. This is glorious. He's going to say goodbye to Hannah G and Tayshia, and Cassie's going to come back. I would stake my business on it practically, but don't quote me on that. But ugh. The close to the episode is Colton and Tayshia's breakfast the morning after the overnight date, and he's being a picky eater. What were these editors thinking? Well, kids, miraculously, it's 11:30 at night. I can't find my light for nothing. Hopefully I'll find it better on stage tomorrow during Tech for Act 1 of South Pacific, which opens Friday at City Springs Theater. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. It's not even midnight, and I've finished the episode. And, I kind of wish I could get the 2 hours of my life back, not gonna lie. And I hope I never see Cassie's face again. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Sounds like we're in for a doozy of the next 8 days in Bachelor Land, folks. Good night.